Hey guys, Bearded Mania back today. We are going to be doing a rebuild of the Cleveland Browns, and this team does not need a whole lot. We'll go look at the roster. Being a Steelers fan, it kills me to say that they don't need a whole lot, but they have one of the best offensive lines in football. Um, I mean, you really can't get much better than this. Their wide receivers are really good. I did go ahead and move Anthony Schwartz, who they took in the draft, to the third receiver. He's got like 97 speed, so he's going to be really good as number 3. Could potentially be number 2 when either Odell or Jarvis either leave or decide to hang it up. You've got arguably the best running back room in the whole NFL. You got Nick Chubb, who he missed 6 games last year and was like top 5 in rushing. I think he could have been number 2 right behind Derrick Henry last year had he not missed those 6 games. And Kareem Hunt is easily a number 1 running back. You put him on any other team and he's going to start. Baker Mayfield is a really good quarterback. He was number 1 pick overall for a reason. I think he has definitely changed his team around. He was the quarterback they needed. And on defense, they've got one of the best D linemen in the whole league in Myles Garrett. And Jadeveon Clowney is going to complement Myles Garrett very well on the outside. On the other side, the safety room is incredible as well. You got, I think it's Josh Johnson here, or John Johnson. Wow. His parents must not like him very well. You've got J.O.K., who I think was the best linebacker in the whole draft. They think they took him in the second. Let's check that. He easily was. He fell because I think he had back issues. But he's, like I said, easily the. Or he was easily. Yeah, they took him in the second. Easily the best linebacker in the whole draft. And he was supposed to go before Micah Parsons went. And if it wasn't for his, I think, like I said, I think it was his back is what kept him out. Either his back or his knee. He had something wrong that made him drop. But he was projected to be number 1. You got Rodney Harrison and Grant Delpit. I think Grant Delpit will end up starting in real life, but I'm just going to start Rodney Harrison here because he's higher overall. And this cornerback room is very good as well. If you get Greedy Williams developed, he is a good corner, could potentially be a great corner. Denzel Ward is, I would say, a great corner. They took him number 4 overall in the same draft that they took Baker for a reason. And then Greg Newsome was their first-round pick this past year, and I think he will end up developing very well. I think we are going to move Tack McKinley to, I think it was left outside. Yeah, I'm going to move him to left outside linebacker and see how he does there. I don't think he's going to play very much. I don't think they're going to move him to linebacker, and I don't think they're going to have Jadeveon Clowney play linebacker either. They might in some packages, but he wants to play D-end. So I think they're going to keep him there, especially having Myles Garrett on the other side because, they're not going to be able to double-team Myles Garrett anymore. You've got Anthony Walker Jr. here. He's pretty good. He played very well last year. I think they picked him up in free agency. I'm not positive. Yeah, they must have because he played for Indy before that. I didn't know he was a 5th-round pick either. He plays very well for a 5th-round pick. we're going to go ahead and sim to midseason and see what our record is. The Browns are typically very, very good in Madden. So I'm hoping that's a good sign. I'm hoping this could be our first Super Bowl of the rebuilds. But we'll find out. Sometimes they're very good. Sometimes they're not so great. So we are 6-1. I will take that. It says 6-1 right there, but then the standings say 5-1. So that's weird. Let's see what players we need to negotiate with. Wyatt Teller, yeah, we'll definitely bring Wyatt Teller back. I want to try to keep this offensive line. It is, like I said, arguably the best one in football. I don't think that there's a better offensive line in football right now. Yeah, we'll bring Jadeveon Clowney back as well. We'll bring him back, see if we can get him for a 3-year deal. He is 28, so he's going to start regressing. Okay, that'll work. I didn't even check how much money we had. We will probably let Njoku walk since we have Austin Hooper. I'll let Ronnie Harrison walk. We'll see what Malik Jackson digresses down to. I do want to bring Anthony Walker back. If he'll take this. Okay, good. Let me check who else we have. We'll see how... We can't even resign him right now anyway, but we'll see how Tack McKinley plays. I want to bring Jamie Gillen back. This dude has a huge leg. He's probably one of the best punters. So we'll bring him back. We should be set for punter. I'm not going to bring Rashard Higgins back because we've got Anthony Schwartz. I think we're going to just wait till the end of the season, see how some of these guys progress or degress, see where we're at. We got the guys we wanted. We'll go ahead and scout. I don't know if I have a draft class downloaded or not. I might. We'll check it. I do. So we'll just go ahead and take this one. I don't remember whose this was, but we'll check it anyway. I don't know a whole lot of these guys yet. I know a couple of them, but I'm trying to learn more of them so I can help more when it comes to picking some of these guys. I can only go by what I hear and what I look at on the screen. Like I said, I do know a couple of them, but not a whole lot. We'll just keep going. Oh, we're down to 2. Okay. We will probably scout a couple more at the end of the season. We'll go ahead and upgrade the players here, see who all needs upgraded. We'll do run support, try and get him as a scheme fit. Let's see who else we got. Njoku. I'm not opposed to keeping him if we can afford him, but we might not be able to get anybody in the offseason. We don't have a whole lot of money, but this team is set for a while, in my opinion. Like I said, they're one of the best teams in Madden. So, I mean, they could arguably be one of the best teams in the league, depending on how they play. Like I said, kills me to say that, considering I'm a Steelers fan. But they, it might be the year for the Browns coming up. If they play like they did last year, I think that they will be all right, especially with OBJ coming back. If they can get those connections going, they're going to be a decent team this year, tough to beat. We'll go ahead and upgrade Myles Garrett. I think him and Jadeveon Clowney are going to be really, really hard to stop, because if you double team one of them, the other one is going to be right there. And they're both very good, hard to beat. So if you go one-on-one, I mean, it's going to be super hard to stop either one of them. And so I think them picking up Jadeveon Clowney was one of the best things they could have done to get help from Myles Garrett, because Olivier Vernon was not doing it, and he was hurt all the time. Let's look at the ratings he's got now for Baker. What is his throw on the run, his play action? I think we're going to do improviser just to maybe try and get him as a scheme fit, but it went field general as well. That's fine, though. We'll try and get his throw on the run. I think we're just going to... We'll just upgrade all the players from here. There wasn't anybody super important. Let's see what else we've got. All right, we're just going to go ahead and sim to the playoffs, see where we end up. Hopefully we can get the first seed. That would be nice. Hopefully we can make Super Bowl in this first year. It'll be the first time in my rebuilds that I've made it to the Super Bowl. We finished 12-5, and we did not get the first seed. That's crazy. The Ravens finished 12-5 as well, and they were the second seed. We were the fifth. The Steelers were the sixth. Okay, so we play the Patriots in the first round. Let's go ahead and upgrade our players here. We'll just go ahead and do it that way, make it easier. We'll check what this team meeting is. Said that there was a blizzard, so it might be a snowy game. This is really neat. I'm super glad they added this into Madden. It's nice to do this instead of just getting that text like they had in the last ones. That could affect us. Awesome. Well, we'll see how we do here. I'm just going to go ahead and sim the week. If we get to... We won 35-14. That's good. Let's upgrade our players here. Greg Newsome. We'll go ahead and upgrade him. We'll do man-to-man. Keep him as a scheme fit. He did have star dev. That was nice. I guess I didn't realize that. I think JOK has star dev as well, if I'm not wrong. We'll click this again, see what they say about the Blizzard game. So the entire team got 2,500 XP, and I earned 5 staff points. Let's go ahead and skip the week, see if we can beat the Jaguars and advance to the AFC Championship. We did. We played the Chiefs. That's going to be a tough game as well, and it looks like it's going to be another Blizzard game. So we'll go ahead and upgrade the players here. See if there's anybody. We'll do Anthony Schwartz, try and get him developed. We'll go deep threat here. pretty sure he's got like 97 speed. So if we can get his catching and his route running up, I should have went route runner there, but I mean, if we can get him up to 99 speed, he'll be even better. So I always try to do speed first, try and get the guys as fast as possible. Yeah, JOK did end up having star development, so that's good. Hopefully both of them can get up to superstar. We'll advance week here, see if we can beat the Chiefs and advance to the Super Bowl. We did, so we will be playing the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl. We'll go ahead and upgrade all these guys. We'll advance to, well, that's not what I wanted to click on. We'll go ahead and advance to the Super Bowl, and we will upgrade our players here. I'm gonna guess that some of these guys probably won awards. We'll upgrade Myles Garrett. We'll do speed rusher here, try and get him a little bit faster, see if we can get around the edge more. We'll check the stats and everything for the season before we jump into the Super Bowl. We'll do improviser here again. His throw power went up too. That puts him at 97. He's got an arm. I was really hoping that the Steelers were going to pick him up, but there would have been no way to get him. We would have had to give up too much. What is his speed like? I think we're going to do speed rusher here for a little bit. Give him one of those, and then we'll do pass coverage as well. Try and keep it a scheme fit. He did end up going up to superstar, so I'm going to guess that he won Defensive Rookie of the Year. We'll check here. Wow, Colin Kaepernick won MVP for the Eagles. No Browns. We'll check Coach of the Year, see who won that. Urban Meyer. And Stefanski was at 10. We will go to AFC. Baker at 5. Chubb at 9. Myles Garrett ended up winning Defensive Player of the Year. And Clowney was at 7. Rookie, I don't think we had any offensive rookies. Oh, Anthony Schwartz at 10. I'll have to check the stats. And JOK and Greg Newsome were 1 and 2 for Defensive Rookie. I don't think we would have had anybody else. No, we didn't. Okay, we'll go check the stats and then see if we can win a Super Bowl. Let's check where we were at. We were 5th in offensive yards and 24th in defensive yards. Baker threw for 4,100 yards, 41 TDs. That's crazy. Let's see if he had any rushing. He didn't have any rushing touchdowns. That's probably why he didn't win MVP. Wow. Nick Chubb had 1,800 yards and 15 touchdowns, and Kareem Hunt had 600 yards and 14 touchdowns. I have never done a simulation or a rebuild where the two running backs have or both have double-digit touchdowns. That's just crazy. Man, I have never seen that before. Jarvis Landry had 931 and 7. OBJ had 921 and 9. Hooper had 8. Kareem Hunt had 7. Anthony Schwartz only had 2. And Njoku had 4. And some 1s. There's some 2s down there. Wow. We'll go to defense here. JOK led the team with 154 tackles. Let's see, tackles for loss. Wow, Myles Garrett had 21 tackles for loss, while Clowney had 18, and Malik Jackson had 17. For sacks, Myles Garrett only had 13.5, and Clowney had 11.5. But, I mean, with both of them on the same team, it's hard to get a huge amount of sacks because they're going to complement each other. We'll look at interceptions. Denzel Ward had 5, Newsome had 3, Walker had 2, Johnson had 2, and a bunch of 1s. Well, let's go ahead and get to the Super Bowl, see if we can win it in the first year here. That'd be nice. We'll scout the college players and do the media day before we jump into the Super Bowl, actually. Let's see. There's not a whole lot that we really need necessarily. I guess we could look at wide receivers. We don't need them. And we'll look at the 2 from Ohio State. That Ohio State receiving core is crazy. They've got playmakers all over the field. I wouldn't be surprised if Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson end up becoming 1 and 2 in the draft, or not necessarily the picks, but the top 2 receivers in the draft. We could probably look at some of these running backs just to get another running back in the room. We'll look at Muhammad. I think it's Ibrahim. It's a shame what happened to him. I haven't heard anything. I don't know if he is out for the year, but I know he did go down in week 1 against Ohio State. So it's never good to lose your best player in the first game of the year, but it happens. So it sucks for Minnesota. But if he comes back, I bet he's going to come back with fire in his veins, and he's going to light up the NCAA this year. We will go for the fans here. Like I said earlier, it is really nice to see that Madden added we'll do full game and then simulate it from there. Added all those cutscenes and everything. They have needed it for a while, and just to have that little bit of interaction in there makes it so much cooler. It actually makes it worth clicking on them, because last time it was just a text and it was super boring after a while, and they had it for like 3 or 4 years in a row, so it wasn't, it got old. But it's definitely nice to see that they are trying to fix the game here, and I think this is the best Madden in years, so it's been very nice to play this over some of the other Maddens. We're gonna go ahead and simulate this, see how we're doing. Tampa Bay is up 7-0, 14-0. We finally scored. Man, Tampa Bay is running all over us. If I have to jump in the fourth quarter, I will, but it looks like it might be a blowout here. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in. See where we're at. See if we can get down the field here. That was not a good throw. How was that not pass interference? Okay, whatever. He definitely had a hold of him, but it is what it is. See what we can do with Hunt here. Ooh. Okay, that's what we need to do, is get the ball down the field, keep going. see if we can score and hopefully win this game. It'd be nice to win the Super Bowl in year one. I do think, wow, what a catch by OBJ. I do think there's a good possibility that this could actually happen in real life if the Browns play how they can. But I don't know. Sometimes they are the Browns, so they could look great on paper, but that doesn't mean anything until you start playing games. So you never know. They could come out there and have no connection. And I mean, just a couple years ago they were 0-16, so you never know. Granted, this team isn't that team. This team's a lot better, but like I said, you never know. A team could look amazing on paper and not play well at all. So we'll see what we can do here and hopefully win them their first championship. It's crazy how good these running backs are. Let's see if we can get Landry the ball here. Touchdown. That should put us ahead. They want us to go for 2. Okay. We'll go ahead and go for 2 here and then simulate it. And hopefully we can keep the lead. Let's give it to Hunt here. Okay, that puts us up by 3, so that's good. If they can keep them from scoring, we could win this game. Oh, we actually ended up scoring again. We must have intercepted it and got another field goal, but that'll work. So we ended up winning the Super Bowl here in year one. That's always nice to do. This is a first Super Bowl of the rebuilds, so let's see if we can do 2 more. It'd be nice to win 3 and 1 rebuild. We're just going to go ahead and skip this. We'll go ahead and look at the stats of the game. Baker was 26 for 39. He had 2 TDs. It's pretty good. We'll see what rushing is. Chubb had 60 yards for a touchdown. Ronald Jones had a touchdown. Kareem Hunt had 30 yards on 5 carries. Nothing too exceptional there. Gronk, OBJ, Landry, and Antonio Brown. Schwartz ended up having a touchdown as well. Let's see how the defense did. We're just going to go to the Browns. We'll look at sacks. Only Jadeveon Clowney got 1. And John Johnson had the 2 interceptions. So, I mean, nothing super exceptional. Nobody had a lot of sacks. You could say John Johnson had a lot of interceptions, considering he's the only one that had any. We're going to go ahead and get to the offseason here and see if we can add anybody and hopefully win a couple more Super Bowls in this rebuild. It'd be nice. I've never been able to three-peat in any of my rebuilds, so it'd be cool to go ahead and do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and upgrade everyone. So went ahead and let them Stefanski a contract extension for 5 years. Let's look at some of the staff moves. Maybe we can pick up a new offensive coordinator if we need one. It's just nice to look at some of these guys, see who all they have. A lot of these head coaches end up getting rehired somewhere else, so you could hire them as your offensive or defensive coordinators, and they will end up leaving. So it's always best to wait and see if they get hired. We don't really need anybody. I think that all of our stuff is good, so we're just going to go ahead and advance to the next week. We'll upgrade players here and check who the league MVP or the Super Bowl MVP was. We'll get Greg Newsome here. We'll go man. He's up to superstar as well, so that's nice. I will go ahead and check that real quick, see if anybody else went up, because I know JOK did, and so did Greg Newsome. I think OBJ went up. He might have been superstar, actually. Yeah, I think he was superstar. I don't think he went up in the Super Bowl week. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so he was superstar. Doesn't look like anybody else went up. I think Clowney might have. I think he was star. Greg Newsome did, and JOK did. Anthony Walker might have too. I think he was normal development. We'll check. He did end up going up to star, so he was normal. I think Malik Jackson did too. So we've had a couple. That's nice to get a couple of them. Yeah, he went up as well. And I'll check Clowney. I think Clowney was star. Yeah, he went up to superstar. So this defense is looking even better with these guys. Let's go ahead and see if we can. We'll check the season recap and then go on, see what players need re-signed. John Johnson was a Super Bowl MVP. I figured with the 2 interceptions he would be. They ended up having Lamar win MVP, which I thought it was Kaepernick, but okay. Trevor Lawrence won Rookie of the Year. JOK won Defensive Rookie of the Year, so that's awesome. Khalil Mack ended up winning Defensive Player of the Year, and Urban Meyer won Coach of the Year, which I feel like Khalil Mack could win Defensive Player of the Year anytime, so he's easily one of the best defensive players in the league. I actually heard that the Raiders might be trying to trade back for him, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to let Malik Jackson walk. Let me see how much we have. Oh, so we actually don't have any money to sign anybody. So we're gonna have to let all these guys go. Hopefully, it'll give us enough to sign some people in the off season or in free agency. So we'll just go ahead and advance the week. We might just have to rebuild in the draft, which is fine. I actually think we have negative money here too. We do. Let me check if there's anybody we need. I don't think we need Devontae Adams as much as he would. Well, we could, and Jarvis could be number 3. Maybe we'll see if we can make some room for some of these guys. We don't really need Incognito. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anybody. I don't think we need to bring Njoku back. Harrison Bryant isn't too bad. We do need a left outside linebacker. I forgot that we lost Tack McKinley. So maybe we will make some room and try and pick up Leighton Vander Esch. I think he would be fantastic for this team. Oh, we don't have a kicker as well. But we can always take one of those in the draft. The kickers aren't necessarily... you can pick up kickers in the draft and be just fine. So let's go see what we can trade. If we can trade some of these guys, maybe clear up some of this cap room. Let's just go ahead and look at... That's not what I wanted to click on. Well, yeah, it is. Not going to get rid of any of these guys. Joe Bitonio only has 1 year left. He's got quite a bit of money wrapped in. Saving would be 10 mil, and that would give us enough to sign maybe one person. We could probably trade Hunt away. He doesn't have a huge contract, but it could save us some room. Let's go down through here and see some of these guys. Jarvis Landry and OBJ are kind of old, so I could potentially get rid of one of them. Maybe try and save some money. Landry's got 75 mil, and OBJ has 82. Does either one of them have... Landry has 1 year left, so we could trade him, and if we needed to, pick him up in the offseason if they don't give him another contract. I think we're just going to go ahead and go with the draft. Keep some of these guys. Maybe trade some off in the draft if we need to. I would like to pick up Leighton Vander Esch, but I don't think that we're going to be able to. So we'll just check the draft, see what they got. Some of these guys aren't too bad here. Okay, we will advance to the next week. We didn't sign on anybody, so we're not going to be able to pick anybody up. We'll check if we had any retirements. I don't think we did, but we might have. No, we didn't, but the Ravens and the Bengals did. Speaking of the Ravens, man, they have had a rough couple of weeks with their running backs. They had two running backs go down, and then their best cornerback went down, all in like a week span, and that just sucks. I couldn't imagine if that happened to the Steelers. Hopefully it doesn't, but they had to go out and re-sign, I think it was like 3 running backs in free agency just to have enough on the roster. That, granted, they got some good running backs, don't get me wrong, but they're all older and probably won't be able to make some of the plays that these younger guys would have at the age they are. But I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. It just sucks for them. They had Dobbins and then Gus Edwards go down all in, and Marcus Peters all in about a week span, and that just sucks. I don't think that they're going to be as good this year as people think because of the fact that they went down. I guess it kind of depends on who they start at running back. I know that they signed Latavius Murray, Le'Veon Bell, and Devontae Freeman. So depending on who they start, they might be all right. But like I said, it depends. We'll go ahead and look at the draft board, see if there was anybody we want to trade up for. I think some of our guys will probably, like I said, I didn't add very many people to the draft board. As much as I want one of these wide receivers from Ohio State, I don't think that we are going to be able to trade up and get one. I think we'll be all right without them. We still do have OBJ and Jarvis Landry. I think the linebacker is where we should look for. That's a late round pick. That guy doesn't look too bad either. Yeah, I think linebacker is going to be our first move. Let me go to... I hate when this stuff pops up. It just stays up on the screen, and it's annoying. So we'll just go ahead and simulate to our pick. Like I said, I don't think we're going to be able to trade up. We've got the 32nd pick. It's going to be too hard. We're going to have to give up too many people to trade up. We will see who we have here. Let's go to linebackers. If worst comes to worst, I will look at defensive ends as well. And if we have to move Clowney up to linebacker, I am not opposed to that. That might be the move here. I think we're going to take Aiden Hutchinson and then move Clowney up to left outside linebacker. I think that's what we're going to end up doing. He's only a 70 normal, but that's fine. I think it'll, with having Clowney at linebacker, will make up for that. So we'll just go ahead and send him to the next pick, or our next pick. Oops. I don't know which position we want to go for here. We could go Haskell Garrett since we lost. Let me go check. I'm pretty sure we lost Malik Jackson. Yeah, this is what I meant to go to. So, I don't think we... I think we have AJ Billings. Oh, no, we lost Billings as well. Okay, so, yeah, I think DT is going to be our move here. I think that's really the only spot, since we're going to move Clowney up. That's the biggest need right now. And then probably wide receiver. I know that Anthony Schwartz played last year. We could probably still develop him. So if we can't get a wide receiver, it won't be too bad. And then we do need kicker as well. We'll probably do that in the later rounds, though. Other than that, we really don't need a whole lot here, to be honest. Maybe some cornerback depth, because past Greedy Williams, we don't really have a whole lot. But other than that, this team is stacked. So, like I said, maybe we can pick up a couple defensive tackles. I think we're going to end up going with Haskell Garrett with this pick. I do think he is going to end up being one of the best defensive tackles in the draft. I don't even know that he will fall this far. He might, depending on how the year goes. I am going to end up starting him, I think. Or at least have him as DT2 since we run a 4-3. We'll just go ahead and skip to the our next pick. We might go cornerback here if there's a good one on the board. We could probably go wide receiver or tight end as well. Roger McCreary is on the board as well. Tywon Mullen. This wide receiver up here looks really good, though. He's a deep threat guy. I don't know that he's going to be as fast as Anthony Schwartz, though. So I feel like we're all right at wide receiver. So maybe we'll go ahead and take Roger McCreary here. 69, nice. Normal development. We'll look at some of his ratings. He's got 90 speed, 69 man coverage. His zone coverage needs a lot of work, but he's going to be, he's a man coverage guy, so it makes a lot of sense that his zone coverage isn't the greatest. I have heard, though, that he is underrated. I'm just going to go ahead. We'll skip to the next round and just take a kicker. And then, or to the next pick. I guess we have two. I think we have 2 4th-round picks. So maybe we won't take a kicker with this next one. Yeah, we have 2. So we will see what's on the board. I might take this wide receiver since he's still here. I think that's what we're going to do, is just take him since he's here. 69 overall, normal development. Yeah, he's not gonna start over Schwartz anyway, but he's nice to have for depth. Doesn't look too bad. His speed could be a little higher, but if he played in the slot, it wouldn't be too bad anyway. You don't need super fast guys in the slot. We're gonna go ahead and advance to our next pick, and then take a kicker, and probably let the CPU draft the rest of the picks. Well, let me check what's on the board. If there's anybody I feel like I can't pass on, we'll take them. But other than that, I think we're just going to do kicker. Let's just go to the kickers. I don't know. We'll just take Cameron Dicker here. He's got the highest combine grade, I guess. These two are tied. Like I said, I don't really know much about this draft class, but he looks like he might be the best. We'll check this guy. His archetype is power, so is his. We're just going to go ahead and take Cameron Dicker here. We need a kicker. It's not too bad. Let's see what his kick power is 88. His kick accuracy could be a little higher, but every other stat doesn't really matter for kickers. So we're just going to go ahead and simulate the rest of the picks here. I'll just go to the end of the draft, and then we will get everybody put into place that we need them, and hopefully we can make it back to another Super Bowl. At least make the playoffs if worst comes to worst. Let's advance week here. Get everybody where we need to for the preseason. I just still need to move Clowney back. And yeah, I think Aiden Hutchinson is a left end, so we shouldn't have to move him. But we might have to. I don't know. Oh, I do want to move Schwartz to number 3. So we will check. Oh, I didn't even check who they took. They ended up taking... Well, this guy's hidden development. We could start him and let him develop and just have Hutchinson back up Clowney. I'm going to start Haskell Garrett, number 2 spot. I think that's what we're going to do, is start Amari Burney. Since he's hidden development, he should develop pretty well. Other than that, I think we are good where we're at. Let me check the offense. I got Anthony Schwartz. Yeah, I think we are good. So we're just going to go ahead and simulate to the midseason, see where we're at. Hopefully we can be in the same spot we were last year. So we'll go ahead and do that. If I got to make any trades, try and get us, I'm not opposed to that. But we'll see where we're at when we get there. It'd be nice to not have any losses. It'd be kind of cool to go 17-0. We'll see. I've only ever done that once in a rebuild, and the team was stacked. I had to trade for like everybody, so I don't think that's gonna happen. But you never know. Wow, we are 3-4, third in the division. Wow. Okay, let's upgrade these players and see where we're at. We're going to go to the stats, see if it's the offense or the defense. We will check what players need re-signed and how much money we have. I don't think we're going to have a whole lot, to be honest. Well, we have more than I thought we did. Okay, we'll see if we can get Denzel Ward back. That's definitely a priority. We'll check at the other people. Baker is definitely priority here. I'm glad we got him re-signed. We don't necessarily need Kareem Hunt. We'll see if Batonio, he wants a 2-year deal. That's actually not that bad, especially for a lineman of his caliber. If he takes this, we'll keep him. Yeah, that'll work. Same with CJ Treader. He only wants a 1 year. That's even better. That's not bad at all. We'll skip a week and sign Coughlin. I would like to keep this offensive line intact if we could. I want to keep Greedy Williams as well. And why can I not think of how to pronounce his last name? Andy. I think it's Janovich. Janovich. I don't know how to pronounce it, but how old is he's 29. That's not terrible. We'll see if he'll take a 2-year deal. We'll bump it up a little bit. If he takes 2 years, I think we might let Jarvis go. He's getting older. We'll come back for Kareem Hunt. Let's go check the stats on the year and see where the issue is. And then we will scout some college players. See what... Ooh, Baker looks like it's the issue. He's thrown 7 interceptions already. Maybe we need to change the playbook. Man, we didn't even really... The only big person we lost on offense was Njoku, but I feel like he wasn't that big of an impact. How many... we haven't really given up that many sacks either. Maybe our defense isn't playing great. How many tackles for loss? Garrett's got 10. Clowney has 7. Maybe it's our linebackers. I guess I just don't... Yeah, it doesn't look like our secondary is doing very well. We've got 1 interception on the whole half of the year. Let me go look at the team. We're 12th in offense. Our defense is 18th. Okay. Let's scout some college players. We might make some trades. See what we can do here. Let me see what... Left outside linebacker. Some of these guys don't look too bad. We might try to make a trade for one of them. a left outside linebacker. See if maybe we can pick somebody up to help this defense out. Because something's got to change, clearly. Maybe we'll look into getting some receivers, because that might be the issue. Doesn't seem like Baker's getting the ball off very well. Offensive line doesn't look too bad, and they haven't given up that many sacks. So I don't know if it's Baker, and I don't know if it's I don't know if it's the cornerbacks or what. We could try and get Mack, but he is 31. Let's just go look at everybody's left outside linebackers. KJ Wright's not terrible, but he is older. I could probably check the development trait, see how that left outside linebacker we had is doing. I'll probably do that before we make an actual trade. Joey Bosa wouldn't be too bad. Might try to trade within the division and see if we can get TJ Watt. We'll see what. Let me see there. Well, we could maybe try to pick up Joe Schobert and move him outside. We'll try TJ Watt, see if we can get him for maybe. I'll give up a first and a second this year and a first next year. See if we can get him. Oh, this would put us way over the cap. Okay, so we're going to have to give up a player. We'll give up that second. Let's see if we can just give up. Let's look at his player card, see if he's. We'll see if they'll take Taki, and I will give another first. Give up next year's first. That'll still put us over the cap. Might not be able to get TJ. Let's see if we can get Schobert, and we'll just move him to the outside. Might not have to give up a whole lot for this. We could probably do a 3 and a 4, and then what else do they need? Let's look at our backup tackles and right ends. They might take Chris Hubbard. I don't know where that would put us cap-wise. We'll give up this fourth. See. I wish we still had Harrison, because we could give him up for safety. They might take. We might not be able to make it happen because of our cap room. I don't think we're going to be able to. We'll just see if we can do it in the draft. Hopefully, we can turn things around. We'll send to the playoffs. See where we finish. So we ended up finishing 11-6, and I'm gonna assume that we are the. We'll just check it. The Ravens are the 4, so we're the 5. Okay. That works. We'll go ahead and upgrade the players here, and hopefully we can beat the Ravens and make it back to the Super Bowl. We did win one, so if we don't, it's alright, I guess. But I would like to make it back. We did not. We ended up losing 45-35. That sucks. We'll go ahead and upgrade these players and just go ahead and simulate to the Super Bowl. See if anybody made it. So the Ravens didn't end up making it. So that's good for the division wise. We will go ahead and look at the yearly stats. Nick Chubb was up there. So hopefully that is a good sign. Hopefully he built on last year. Chubb was 4 for offensive player. Don't think we had any other Browns. We didn't. We'll check defensive. Myles Garrett ended up winning. Defensive, Clowney was at 5. Doesn't look like, yeah, we didn't have anybody. We'll go check if we were up there for Coach of the Year. Doesn't look like it. All right, that's fine. We'll go ahead and look at the stats for the year, see where we finished. So we had a down year for Baker. He had 3,700 yards, 28 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. Chubb had 21 touchdowns and 2,000 rushing yards. That's crazy. And Hunt had 12 himself, and he was 200 yards away from 1,000. That's crazy. We'll check receiving. OBJ had 1,000 yards, but only had two TDs. Landry had 9. Hooper had 5. And this team really turned it around. We'll check sacks. Jedrick Wells ended up giving up 11. Other than that, that's not awful. We'll see. Anthony Walker ended up leading the team in sacks this year. 20 for Garrett, 15 tackles for loss for Clowney, and Malik McDowell. I don't know how to say that. McDowell. That's fine. Myles Garrett had 19 sacks. That's way better than the 13 he had last year. Clowney had 13. Other than that, nobody else really got to the quarterback. But when you got 2 defensive ends that caliber, you don't really need anybody else getting there, I guess. JOK had 2. We had a bunch of 1s. We could have had more interceptions. It would have been nice, but I'll take it. We're going to go ahead and advance to the offseason, see who needs re-signed. And we'll scout some college players real quick. Maybe let some of these guys go. Let me see where... We'll go look at safeties. See if maybe we can get some backups. Because we don't really have depth behind our 2 starters. Man, this draft class is not looking good safety-wise. Yeah, not at all. This guy doesn't look terrible. We'll look at some corners. See if maybe we can get some help there. Hopefully we have more money this offseason to sign some people in free agency. Everybody is getting older, so I'm not opposed to trading more people away if I need to. We'll see, though, I guess. That's not the guy I wanted to put right there. Same thing. If we can find a defensive end that could take over for Clowney, I'm not opposed to making him a linebacker if we need to. We will just go ahead and advance to the off-season. This is staff week, so We don't really need to do anything. We'll just check who ended up winning the Super Bowl. It was the Panthers. Wow. I wonder if Sam Darnold is still there. Quarterback. Don't know. I could check it, but we'll just go re-sign some players, see who we have, see how much money we're going to have for the offseason. We'll check if anybody retired, actually. First, let's go to AFC North. Just some Ravens. That's good for us. We will see who all we have here. Landry did not digress as much as I thought he would. I want to bring Coughlin back. I know he's 29, but this offensive line is one of the best in the league. I'll put it that way. Bring Jonovich back. I want to bring Greedy Williams back as well. See if we can get him for a 5-year deal. If I can't bring Hunt back, it's not going to be the end of the world. Ooh. Mac Wilson. He's alright. Maybe we'll let him walk and see if we can pick him up in free agency if we need to. Same with Landry. I don't know that we're going to be able to get Hunt. We could probably pick up Landry for 2 years. If he takes this, we'll keep him. If not, I'm going to let him walk. Okay. Yeah, well, what's the franchise tag? Yeah, no, I'm not going to pay him that. Not for a year. We'll offer him a 2-year deal. See, I don't know that we're going to be able to do this, actually. No. Okay, so we'll let Kareem Hunt walk. See what we got in free agency, I guess. See who's there, see how much money we have. Hopefully we can pick some people up, see if anybody happened to retire. I don't think so. No, nobody. That's good. Let's see who we got. We've got $2 million to sign somebody. And of course Hunt is the second best player here. Bernie had star development, so we could probably go off of that. Cause Darius Smith is 30. We don't really need corner help. Tony Pollard wouldn't be a bad backup. But here, if we sign Max Crosby, we could move Clowney to left outside linebacker. So that might not be a bad idea because Max Crosby wouldn't be too bad of a replacement. That might be where we go. Then again, we could try and get Tyreek Hill. I don't know that we're going to be able to afford him. Yeah, no, probably not. Even if I did a 5-year, we'll check how much this is. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get him at all. I think we're just going to go Max Crosby and then move Clowney to outside linebacker. We'll give him a 5-year deal. Hopefully this is enough. I don't think it's going to be. Okay. We may have to get rid of some people to try and bring some back. Maybe we can bring Jarvis back on a 2-year deal. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. If we don't give him, we'll see. We're the only one offering him, so maybe he'll take this. Other than that, I don't know that we are going to be able to grab anybody else. We're going to have to let Hunt walk. Maybe we can grab a running back for a backup in the draft. Let's scout some running backs, see. Yeah, it doesn't look like we need a whole lot of help, especially if we move. Well, I guess I should look at defensive ends since we weren't able to get Crosby. And some of these guys don't look that well. That guy doesn't look too bad. We'll put him up there. And we'll look at left ends. Hopefully one of these guys could be. Solomon Peatman doesn't look too bad. So we might have to just run it with Chubb as the guy, which, I mean, he already was. We might not be able to get Hunt's replacement, which is fine. We did not get Landry yet. Maybe we... Oh, he's got offers. Lovely. Let's go look at the receivers and see who's there. Scotty Miller wouldn't be too bad as the third or as a number 2. He's only 26, so that would be depth anyway, or that's younger anyway, so that might work out. So maybe Paris Campbell wouldn't be too bad either. I think we're going to let Landry walk. And let me see some of these guys. Campbell doesn't have any offers, so we could probably get him. Let me see what we can offer Miller. This probably won't do anything. Yeah, I think we're just going to go with Paris Campbell. And I think having... Oh, James Washington would not be a bad number 2 either. Let me check the speed rating on both of them. So Campbell has 94. I think he's going to be faster than Washington, so I think we're going to go with... Yeah, we're going to go with Campbell and see if we can get him. We'll offer him a 4-year. This should be enough. I don't know why that didn't do that. Hopefully. Leaves us with 50,000. I don't think we're going to be able to get anybody else, but we could look. Ooh. If we could pick up Ibukam, he could play left outside linebacker. He has played linebacker before. That might not be a bad idea. He doesn't have any offers, I don't think. Let me just look at some of the linebackers, see who we have. Yeah, I think I would rather have... Oh, I didn't see that JOK went up to X Factor. That's awesome. I just caught that. Think I would rather have Ibukam if we can pick him up, but I don't think that we're going to be able to. Unless we give him like a 7-year deal. I don't think this is going to happen. No, we're not going to be able to. That's okay. Maybe we can get somebody in the draft. We should have a decent pick. Maybe in the 20s. So we lost in the first round of the playoffs, so we should have like 22 maybe. I think it tells... Oh, 23. Okay, so I was close. Let's look at running backs. That guy could be pretty good. Kendricks. That's a That is definitely a Madden name. I like that name. We'll see where he's at. He's an early first. I think all these guys are. I might take him just because of his name if he is there. Let's go to ends. See, some of these draft classes are nice, but a lot of them you got maybe 2 good players in each class, and then the rest of them are just not that great. Okay, well, guess we're gonna just advance week. Hopefully we can pick up Paris Campbell. Does not look like we got him. No. Okay, well, maybe we can grab one in the draft, or hopefully one of our guys can step up. We will go ahead and start the draft and then get on to year 3. Go ahead and pause this. We're just going to advance to our pick. Hopefully some of the guys we want are there. Let me see where we're at. Kendricks is there. We could replace Hunt right away. But I feel like we have bigger needs than that right now. So we could take this guy and move him to right outside or left outside linebacker, because Pittman is here. He's an early first, so I think we might take him and move Clowney back. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do, is take Pittman and then move Clowney back to linebacker. He's a number 4 ranked guy in the class, so that's good. I wish he had a development trait better than normal, but you can't win them all, especially picking at 23. We're just going to go ahead and advance to our next pick. Hopefully some of these guys are here. Let's see who's on the board. It does not look like anybody. Oh, that outside linebacker's there. Let's go look at the wide receivers that are available. Maybe we can take one of these guys. Jermaine Silvers. He had the best combine grade, but that doesn't always mean anything. Let's look at running backs. Oops. I don't know what direction I want to go here. That's not what I wanted to do. We are going to go ahead and take... Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take this safety for backup. And maybe we will move him to strong safety if we need to. Oh, he's got hidden development trait, so that works out perfect, especially to get him where we got him. That's not what I wanted to click on. Okay. We will go ahead and advance to the next pick. I think that we are going to possibly try and trade this pick away for a receiver. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do, is pick up a number 2 receiver if we need to. Let's go look at everybody's receivers. I don't think we'll be able to get Darnell Mooney. Let's look at some of these guys. Well, they only have 3, so that'll probably be kind of difficult. Let's look at the Bills. We could try and get Gabriel Davis. He probably wouldn't be a bad number 2. Maybe Jerry Jeudy or KJ Hamler. Some of these guys don't look too bad. We may be able to get some of them, but some of them might also be super hard to pick up. I don't know who I want to try and get. We could probably try and get Waddle here. We'll see if we can get Waddle. He is number 4 on their depth chart. So we'll give up a 3 this year and a 2 next year. See if we can get Waddle. So there's our number 2 receiver. We'll just go ahead and skip to the next round. I did not mean to click on that. They changed this whole thing from last year's Madden, so you got to come all the way down here to skip it rather than it be at the top. Let's see what's on the board. I think we're going to look for corner depth or maybe this defensive tackle. That's not bad because we don't need receivers now since we've got Waddle and Schwartz to pair with OBJ. Yeah, I think DT or cornerback is where we're going to go. Let me look at the corners. None of these guys look great. So I think we're going to go defensive tackle. We'll take this guy from Ohio State here. He's a scheme fit. We'll see what he's ranked. He could be better, but he was going to be a depth guy anyway. So I'm not too upset with that. I'm just going to go ahead and let the CPU draft the rest of the draft. We'll go put the players in positions we need them, and hopefully we can make a run at the Super Bowl in this last year. That'd be nice. Let's go to manage roster. I'm going to put, oh, that's not who I wanted. We're going to put Schwartz at number 3. I didn't realize Waddle was superstar, but I will definitely take that. Great replacement for Jarvis Landry. Let's see how quick he is. Yeah, 97 speed. I'm not going to complain about that at all. That was a good pickup, especially only giving up a 3 this year and a 2 next year. Yeah, we're going to move. Maybe we'll keep Troy Drummond here. Yeah, I'll let Del Pitt start. We're going to move Clowney back to left outside linebacker. And we will have that Pittman start for Clowney. I went the wrong way. Clowney did play linebacker a little bit for the Texans, and I think he was the linebacker for the Titans, but I could be wrong. We'll have Garrett start here again over Elliott. I think that is all we're going to do. Let's look at the offense, see if we need to make any more moves. I think we'll actually be all right here. Let me go look at specialists, see if there's anybody I need to put anywhere else. I want to put Schwartz in the slot. I think we are actually okay here now. I think we'll be all right. Right, let's advance to midseason, see where we're at. Hopefully we can make a run at the Super Bowl again. We'll advance preseason week 1, and then, well, let me look at, that's not what I wanted, the free agents, see if maybe we can just sign a backup. I'm not set on Dimitri Felton being the backup running back. Maybe get some corner depth, but I don't think we need it. Kenyon Drake wouldn't be too bad. A lot of these corners are older. I think we're all right at corner, although I think we are going to sign Kenyon Drake just as a backup, kind of replace Hunt. I know he's nowhere compared to Hunt, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and advance to the midseason mark. Wow. Oh, that's Alvin Kamara. I thought that was Kareem Hunt. I was like, man, he went to the Saints. Yeah, we'll go to midseason. See where we're at here. See if we can make a run at the Super Bowl. It'd be nice to win 2 out of 3. Hopefully. I'm happy we won 1, especially in year 1. With our money situation, though, it's super hard to keep all the great players we have. 6-1, I will take that. We'll go ahead and upgrade the players here. See what we can do here. We'll scout some college players. Look at this right end. Man, some of these guys, this draft class is not looking great at all. Okay, we'll look at this wide receiver. It is the last year, so this doesn't really matter. Look at this right tackle. Maybe a running back. Whoops. I don't know why this keeps doing this. I keep hitting the wrong button. We'll look at this tight end. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and advance to the playoffs, see where we're at. Actually, we'll look at, see if we need to re-sign anybody. We might do another year after this. I'm not positive. We've got a bit more money than I thought. We'll see if he'll take this. Both these guys are kind of old. We'll check about Jedrick Wells. I definitely want to bring him back, make sure he's here for the long term. We'll check what CJ Treader, what he decreases to. Grant Delpit will re-sign. Give him a 5-year deal. I think that might be it. Kenyon Drake was just kind of a 1-year thing. Nick Harris isn't terrible to keep. Wow, we brought Deshaun Kaiser back. Okay. Because that worked out the first time. Just saying. Yeah, I think we're going to let everybody else walk. I don't think we're going to bring Treader back. We'll see about the end of the year for Hooper and OBJ. See what we can do. If we even play another year. Don't know yet. We will go ahead and sim to the playoffs. Hopefully we can make it. Make another run at the Super Bowl. Be nice to end it there. Or win 2 out of 3. That'd be nice. Getting there. So we ended up finishing 13-4. So I wonder what seed we got. We're the 2 seed. Okay, so that's a good sign. We'll go ahead and upgrade the players here. And then we're going to skip the week, see if we can beat the Chargers. So we did 38-35. We'll upgrade the players, see if we can beat the Patriots here. Make it to the AFC Championship game. Or no, we didn't have first seed, so we'd be... Yeah, that would put us in the AFC Championship. I don't know what I was thinking. That is not what I wanted to do. There we go, advance next week. Hopefully we can beat the Patriots here. And we could not. Wow. We got smoked. 52-7. That is crazy. Man. Okay, we're going to go ahead and... Didn't they already... This dude's got to be here. They extended his contract last year for 5 years as well. So you're looking at 15 years so far. Unless it just hasn't decided... Or unless it hasn't changed. We'll just go ahead and go to the Super Bowl. See if... The Patriots made it. They did not. The Raiders did. Okay, we'll look at yearly awards and then check the stats. I think this is going to be the last season. Chubb at 6. See, Coach of the Year. Stefanski at 6. Offensive Player. Chubb at 4. Myles Garrett won it again. I'm pretty sure he's won it every year that we have done this. He's won it every year. Let's check if we have any. We don't have any offensive rookies. Solomon Pittman ended up winning Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's all we had. We'll check development traits and the stats and see what see where we finished. We didn't have anybody on offense go up. That kind of sucks. Defense, I think JOK was the only one that went up last season. It doesn't look like we had any this year. Drummond ended up having star development. I think he was the only one that we drafted that had hidden development. So we'll go look at the stats, see how we finished. And then I think we're going to call it a day here. Yeah, this is what I want over here. Baker didn't have as many touchdowns as he did last year, as many yards, but he did have a lot less interceptions, so that's good. Chubb didn't have as much rushing yards, but he had 17 TDs, so it looks like he got the bulk of the carries, especially because we didn't have Hunt there. He averaged 106 yards a game. That's crazy. OBJ had 893 and 8. Schwartz had 5. 696, almost 700. Hooper had 4. Waddle had 2. Chubb had 2 of his own. We'll go look at defense. Anthony Walker led the team in tackles. Tackles for loss was Myles Garrett. Wow. 18.5 sacks, 10 for Pittman. That's pretty good. Clowney did decrease playing linebacker, but that's okay. As Pittman stepped up, kind of took that role. We'll look at interceptions. Denzel Ward had 4, Greedy 3, Johnson 2, a couple 1s. I mean, it could be better, but I can't complain. We'll see if we had any. I always like to check if we had any kick returns or punt returns taken back, but it doesn't look like it. All right, I think we're going to end up calling it a day here. Like, subscribe. Let me know who you guys want to see in the next rebuild. Maybe some people you'd like me to try to trade for. I'm going to try and also get my Dwayne Haskins career mode up again. I'm going to try and get another episode loaded up here soon. See ya.